Hi, this is Simon and welcome to another marvelous video. So welcome to this video about Darkseid Elite, the fearsome group of warriors who serve as the right-hand men and women of the tyrannical ruler of Apocalypse. Darkseid, first introduced in the pages of DC Comics in the 1980s, Darkseid Elite quickly became a fan-favorite group of villains due to their unique powers, personalities, and loyalty to their master, led by the powerful and cunning DESAAD. The Elite is comprised of some of the most dangerous and skilled warriors in the DC universe. Among their ranks are the fearsome Granny Goodness, who trains Apocalypse soldiers and serves as a maternal figure to the female Furies, the deadly and enigmatic KALIBAK, Darkseid's son and second in command, and the seductive and dangerous Beautiful Dreamer, who has the power to enter and manipulate people's dreams. Throughout their history, Darkseid Elite has clashed with some of the greatest heroes of the DC universe, including Superman, Batman, and the Justice League. And while they have suffered defeats at the hands of these champions, they have always remained loyal to Darkseid and his goals of conquering the universe. So join us as we delve into the history and lore of Darkseid Elite, exploring their origins, powers, and most memorable battles. Whether you are a long-time favorite of these iconic villains or just discovering them for the first time, there is sure to be something in this video to satisfy your curiosity and fuel your imagination. But before we go into our explanation, we do have a very small request. If you like our content, then please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin.
What has Granny Goodness taught you, child?
Number 1. Granny Goodness. Do not be fooled by the goodness in her name. Granny Goodness is a grandmother straight out of nightmares. Goodness, once a member of the Lowlies, a downtrodden peasant class on Apocalypse, was taken from her home and family and trained by Darkseid as one of his hounds. After seeing the fierce loyalty demonstrated by Granny Goodness, Darkseid appointed her as head of the shock troops and the female Furies, and gave her control of several orphanages that were thinly disguised military schools, focused on exacting discipline and teaching blind obedience. These orphanages serve as a base for training the loyal soldiers of Darkseid's army. Granny Goodness possesses superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and senses, as well as an invulnerability to most forms of energy and physical attacks. She is also immortal and has an extended lifespan, although she can be killed, as shown when Infinity Man killed her. However, she was later able to possess other bodies and continue to exist in this manner. As a highly skilled, competent interrogator, tracker, strategist, and weapons expert, Granny Goodness is not an opponent that you want to meet in a battle. She is also highly skilled in the use of New Gods technology, having stolen powers of the Greek gods. Her abilities and skills make her a key member of Darkseid's Elite.
I told you, Steppenwolf would fail.
Number 2. DESAAD. The perpetually smiling and always creepy DESAAD, Darkseid's chief torturer and right-hand man. You could easily imagine him as the Joker's weirder and more twisted cousin. Darkseid's manipulations turned the once innocent young boy into a ruthless killing machine who showed no mercy. DESAAD was a valuable asset in Darkseid's army, and he was resurrected by the supreme ruler of Apocalypse constantly because of the number of times he died. DESAAD was not the most loyal of Darkseid's followers. He wished to rule the planet he lived in and constantly desired the power wielded by his master, but he was forced to submit to the godlike being because of his master's powers. DESAAD always chose the winning side and chose to be part of the force with the most power. However, this did not save him in most cases. DESAAD possesses incredible intelligence and expertise in creating advanced weapons of torture and war using the advanced technologies of Apocalypse. He is also a master manipulator, using his skills to manipulate his unfortunate victims and even those around him. As a new god of Apocalypse, DESAAD possesses numerous superhuman abilities, including superior strength, speed, agility, reflexes, senses, and stamina, as well as immortality and invulnerability. He can also open boom tubes for teleportation, including large ones capable of transporting a fleet of tanks. He can even impersonate others using his illusion casting abilities. DESAAD always possesses telepathic abilities, including mind control, mind possession, mind reading, hypnosis, emotional control, and absorption, and energy absorption. He can enter into people's minds, manipulate their emotions, and feed off their worst sentiments to become more powerful. DESAAD even demonstrated the ability to absorb and redirect energies. Number 3. Steppenwolf. The hulking and intimidating Steppenwolf is Darkseid's most fearsome warrior. He is the enforcer of Darkseid, and he kicks out superheroes during his downtime. Steppenwolf was the ultimate commander of Darkseid's fighting forces and his uncle. He did his nephew's bidding and was seen taking care of his enemies with ruthless efficiency. He was always at the forefront of Darkseid's invasion army, and his post as the commander of Apocalypse army was well deserved. Steppenwolf is invulnerable to most forms of physical and energy attacks and has an advanced immune system that allows him to survive in the harsh environment of Apocalypse and be immune to toxins and diseases from other planets. Additionally, he possesses immortality, which allows him to exist indefinitely without aging, withering, or degrading. Steppenwolf is also skilled in most forms of combat, tracking, strategy, and weapons, particularly in swords and axes. He is an expert rider and animal trainer, and is also a skilled driver, having driven virtually all vehicles of Apocalypse. He is one of Darkseid's most feared and respected generals, responsible for leading the Apocalypse army during the invasion of other planets, particularly the Dog Cavalry. In addition to his abilities, Steppenwolf is equipped with an electro axe and a cable snare, both of which he uses to devastating effects in battle. The electro axe allows him to deliver powerful electric shocks to his opponents, while the cable snare can be used to immobilize or ensnare his enemies.
How naive you are. On Apocalypse, we are taught even as children that no one is.
Number 4. KALIBAK. Darkseid's surly son and second in command. He is like the angry teenager who never got over his emo phase, except he has the power to level buildings with his bare hands. The son of Darkseid constantly strives to win his father's approval by waging wars and showering his savage nature. His prowess in fighting battles made him a feared member of Darkseid's elite and a capable warrior in his army. KALIBAK is capable of a range of abilities and powers that make him a dangerous opponent in battle. He is known for his incredible physical strength, savagery in combat, and loyalty to Darkseid. One of KALIBAK's most prominent abilities is his superhuman strength, which allows him to go toe-to-toe with Superman. This incredible strength allows him to overpower his enemies with ease and makes him the legendary warrior he is in close quarters combat. KALIBAK is a feared and respected warrior who is known for his brutal personality and brutality in combat. He is able to fight with incredible ferocity, using his berserker strength to deal massive damage to his enemies. KALIBAK can generate blast power and vibration waves, allowing him to damage his enemies from a distance. He also has the ability to heal from injuries quickly, making him a difficult opponent to defeat. KALIBAK is invulnerable and able to withstand attacks that would kill lesser beings. He also has incredible stamina and longevity, able to endure extended periods of battle without tiring. As a weapons master, KALIBAK is skilled in the use of a variety of weapons. His favorite weapon is the Beta Club, a weapon that causes unimaginable pain to his victims. He is also skilled in unarmed combat, able to use his physical strength and agility to great effect in hand-to-hand combat. Number 5. Female Furies. The fearsome group of fighters who were produced in Granny Goodness's orphanage. The Female Furies were a group of warriors that truly earned their spot as one of Darkseid's elite. The all-female military unit was often used by Darkseid to demolish his enemies and squash any rebellions that popped up on the planet he ruled with an iron fist. The members of the group were all highly skilled and trained using harsh methods. Lashina, the leader of the Female Furies and a new god of the Apocalypse, is a force to be reckoned with. Trained in special tactics at Granny Goodness's orphanage, she served as the field leader of the Furies and is known for her deadly accuracy and skills with electrically charged whips. Lashina has a particular interest in battling Superman and once even gained the upper hand, subduing both him and Supergirl. With the strength and endurance of a typical new god, Lashina is a formidable opponent in any battle. Mad Harriet, another member of the Female Furies and a new god of Apocalypse, is shrouded in mystery. Little is known about her past, but it is presumed that she was trained in special tactics at Granny Goodness's orphanage. Mad Harriet's weaponry includes a pair of gauntlets with retractable claws, similar to Wolverine from Marvel Comics. She possesses the strength and endurance of a typical new god, and she cannot feel pain. Stomper, the final member of the Female Furies and a new god of Apocalypse, is a dangerous foe. Her arsenal includes antimatter boots capable of creating earthquakes and tremors upon collision. With her massive strength and durability, Stomper is not one to be taken lightly in battle. Number 6. KANTO, the knife-wielding assassin of Darkseid's elite. KANTO will slice and dice his enemies with ruthless efficiency. An assassin who was feared for his skills in stealth, KANTO could easily earn a spot in the Assassin's Creed if he wished to do so. KANTO was known throughout the planet of Apocalypse as a fighter that could take down anyone for his merciless nature. KANTO possesses superhuman abilities and has been trained in a variety of combat techniques and weapons. A new god of Apocalypse, KANTO has all his senses expanded to superhuman levels, making him an exceptional tracker and able to detect his enemies from great distances. He is also invulnerable, able to withstand most forms of energy and physical attacks. Additionally, KANTO is immortal, able to exist indefinitely without aging or degrading. KANTO is also immune to toxins and diseases thanks to the advanced immune system of the new gods. This allows him to survive on Apocalypse, a planet known for its harsh conditions. KANTO is a master swordsman and skilled in unarmed combat. He is also a weapon master, able to use a variety of weapons with great skill and precision. KANTO is also a skilled strategist and leader, having been trained by Granny Goodness in the art of warfare. He is able to adapt to any type of weapon, whether modern or ancient, and considers his work to be art. He is also able to speak and understand any language thanks to his omnilingual abilities.
Fall before the power of Mantis!
Number 7. Mantis, the insectoid member of Darkseid's elite. Mantis is like the creepy crawly you don't want to find in your bed. With his sharp pincers and ability to fly, Mantis is considered one of the strongest new gods, able to match Superman and Infinity Man in terms of strength. He is also incredibly fast, with superhuman speed and reflexes, and he has exceptional stamina to fight for extended periods of time. Mantis has his senses upgraded to levels that surpass logic, which makes him an exceptional tracker and able to detect enemies from great distances. Mantis is invulnerable and also able to withstand most forms of energy and physical attacks. He is also immortal, able to exist indefinitely without aging or degrading. After Darkseid's empowerment, Mantis gained energy manipulation powers. He can absorb unlimited amounts of energy from any power source, as well as project blasts from any part of his body and control its direction. Mantis can also charge his hands with energy, multiplying the strength of his blows, and channel his energies to overload matter and cause it to explode. He can sense and detect energy, tracking opponents through their energetic signature, and emit antimatter radiation from his hands to annihilate anything he comes into contact with. Mantis also gained the ability to generate heat and cold energies from his hands, exciting molecular agitation to induce intense heat or intense cold to freeze and imprison people in a thick ice cocoon. He is also able to teleport himself and others across interdimensional and short distances using his boom tubes.
You mistakenly thought you could hack the impenetrable system of VIRMAN WUNDABAR!
Number 8. VIRMAN WUNDABAR. His name might sound like he's a chocolate bar from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but VIRMAN WUNDABAR is one of the strongest villains to go against our beloved superheroes from the DC universe. VIRMAN WUNDABAR is a complex and formidable character in the DC comic book universe, known for his military precision, loyalty to Darkseid, and his desire for power on Apocalypse. As an orphan raised in Granny Goodness's army training center, disguised as an orphanage, VIRMAN WUNDABAR developed a love for military precision and efficiency. VIRMAN WUNDABAR is a master tactician and a skilled hand-to-hand combatant, but his small size limits his effectiveness in close combat. Instead, he relies on his troopers to fight battles for him, using his tactical skills to plan and coordinate their attacks. Despite his loyalty to Darkseid, WUNDABAR has a strong desire for power over Apocalypse and has made several attempts to gain control of the planet in Darkseid's absence. However, his attempts have been largely unsuccessful, and he spends most of his time trying to impress his master rather than trying to be a leader that could overthrow his master. Number 9. Amazing Grace, the sister of glorious Godfrey. Amazing Grace was a villain that was a member of Darkseid's elite, who was used to incite rebellions on the planet of Apocalypse. The aim of such rebellions was to crush the spirits of the native people when they were defeated by the overwhelming power wielded by Darkseid and his army. Amazing Grace possesses a unique ability to manipulate the will of others and her beauty and persuasive powers. She has a talent for using a charm and a lure to sway people to her side and make them do her bidding. Her abilities are particularly effective on men, whom she can easily control and manipulate with her feminine wiles. Number 10. DEVILANCE. DEVILANCE is a powerful new god. A being from Apocalypse, he possesses superhuman strength, speed, reflexes, stamina, and senses, all of which are enhanced by his proximity to the source. DEVILANCE is virtually invulnerable to harm, and his extended lifespan allows him to exist indefinitely without aging or degrading. One of DEVILANCE's most unique abilities is his size alteration and dense control. He can assume any size from his normal 7-foot stature up to giant size, and he can control the molecular density of his body, increasing his mass to have a greater effect on the environment and increase his resistance to attacks. DEVILANCE is also an expert tracker, fighter, and strategist. He is trained in Apocalypse's military tactics and hunting and has demonstrated impressive strategic skills in setting traps for his enemies. He's equipped with a powerful spear that can slice through any material, shoot powerful energy blasts, and even serve as a teleporter. Number 11. Dr. BEDLAM. The mad scientist member of Darkseid's elite, Dr. BEDLAM is an evil genius who always cooked up a new scheme. His inventions and machines can cause chaos and destruction, and his lack of morals. Dr. BEDLAM is also virtually invulnerable to harm and possesses immortality, which allows him to exist indefinitely without aging or degrading. He can fly, although it is unclear if this is through his own power or through telekinesis. One of Dr. BEDLAM's most powerful abilities is his telepathy. He can read minds, communicate telepathically, and control the thoughts and actions of others. He can control the minds of many individuals at once and even entire crowds, leaving their personalities intact if he chooses to do so. He can also use his telepathy to drive people crazy. In addition to his telepathic abilities, Dr. BEDLAM has demonstrated the ability to remotely possess others and create telepathic links between individuals. Number 12. Glorious Godfrey. The charismatic member of Darkseid's elite, Glorious Godfrey, is similar to a glorious cult leader who can convince anyone to do anything. His powers of persuasion and his mastery of propaganda make him a dangerous foe, even if he doesn't have any physical abilities to speak of. Glorious Godfrey is a powerful new god who is a master of emotional manipulation, able to control the emotions and thoughts of others with his abilities. One of Godfrey's most powerful abilities is his emotion control. He can manipulate the emotions of others, causing them to experience fear, anger, or any other emotion he desires. He can also induce feelings of loyalty and devotion, making his followers fiercely dedicated to him. Godfrey is also an expert in hypnosis and mesmerization, able to control the thoughts and actions of others with his voice. He is also an expert in unarmed combat, using his superhuman strength and stamina to overpower his opponents in hand-to-hand combat. As a new god, Godfrey is immortal and possesses incredible longevity and can exist indefinitely without aging or degrading. He also has a high level of intellect, making him a skilled strategist and tactician. Number 13. Mortalla. The undead member of Darkseid's elite, Mortalla is the zombie who just won't die. Her control over death makes her a dangerous opponent. Mortalla is rumored to be a mistress of Darkseid, and this relationship has brought her immense perks. Mortalla's powers were bestowed on her by Darkseid, who recognized her loyalty and trustworthiness. Mortalla's powers are not to be underestimated. With a touch of a hand, she can grant sleep upon any person, rendering him helpless and vulnerable to attack. With her other hand, she can cause instantaneous death, making her an incredibly dangerous adversary to face. In addition to her powers, Mortalla is highly cunning and manipulative, using her looks and charm to influence others and achieve her objectives. She's a skilled persuader, able to use her powers and natural charisma to manipulate others into doing her bidding. Number 14. Bernadeth. The sister of sadistic DESAAD, Bernadeth hated being second and wished to be the leader of the female Furies, in which she was one of the first to be recruited in. Bernadeth was consistently at odds with Lashina, the leader of the female Furies, and wished to acquire her position, but the wishes of her master Darkseid limited her actions in achieving the feat. Bernadeth is a powerful new god who possesses all the typical characteristics of her kind, including great strength, speed, agility, reflexes, senses, and stamina, as well as immortality and invulnerability. However, in addition to her physical prowess, she's also a capable leader and tactician with a strategic strategic mind and a talent for organizing and commanding her forces. In combat, Bernadeth is highly skilled and a formidable opponent with a high tolerance for pain and willingness to inflict it upon others. She is particularly skilled in close combat, using her agility and reflexes to outmaneuver her opponents and strike with deadly precision. She is also known for wielding a powerful weapon called the PYRON knife, which burns its victims from the inside out, causing excruciating pain and death. Number 15. Brola. Brola is a powerful resident of Apocalypse who possesses a unique ability that sets him apart from his fellow natives. His hand is made out of solid stone, which gives him immense strength and the ability to deliver devastating blows to his opponents. Brola's stone hand is incredibly durable and can withstand even the most powerful attacks. He can use it to crush his enemies or create shockwaves that can knock them off their feet. His strength is such that he can easily lift and throw objects weighing several tons. Number 16. Canis Major. Canis Major is a member of the Darkseid elite and a part of his mounted army force, one of the strongest warriors of the Dog Cavalry. Canis Major possesses immortality, making him virtually indestructible and immune to aging and disease. Canis Major is a skilled fighter with expertise in swordsmanship and unarmed combat. He's a master of many forms of combat and is equally proficient in using weapons, including energy-based weapons. His combat skills are honed through his training as a member of the New Gods, and he is considered one of the most skilled fighters among them. Number 17. Cyborg 87. Cyborg 87 is a powerful character in the DC Comics universe, known for his mechanical enhancement and his role as a henchman of DESAAD, a member of Darkseid's elite guard. Cyborg 87's berserker strength, which allows him to overpower most opponents in close combat and makes him a fearsome foe. He's also capable of delivering devastating blasts of energy at range. In addition to his strength and blast power, Cyborg 87 is also a skilled fighter in unarmed combat, able to take on multiple opponents at once with a combination of speed, agility, and sheer force. As a member of Darkseid's elite guard, Cyborg 87 is a loyal servant of the ruler of Apocalypse and will stop at nothing to carry out his master's commands. His mechanical enhancements and combat training make him a valuable asset to DESAAD and Darkseid, and any hero who faces him must be prepared for a fierce battle. Number 18. Goal. Goal is a powerful agent of Darkseid, hailing from the planet Apocalypse as a member of the Deep Six team. One of Goal's most powerful abilities is his enhanced agility. He is able to move quickly and with great precision, making him a difficult target to hit. His agility allows him to dodge attacks and strike back with incredible speed, making him a formidable opponent in combat. Goal also possesses impressive stamina, allowing him to fight for extended periods without tiring. His stamina makes him a formidable adversary, and he is able to continue fighting even as others tire out. As a fish-like alien, Goal is likely a skilled swimmer and able to survive underwater for extended periods. This makes him a dangerous opponent in aquatic environments, where he can use his skills to his advantage. Goal's helmet may enhance his senses, including his sight and smell. This allows him to detect hidden threats and track his enemies with greater precision. His superhuman strength also makes him frightening in combat, allowing him to overpower his enemies with ease. In addition to his physical abilities, Goal is also a skilled weapon master. He is proficient in the use of a sword, making him a highly skilled combatant in close quarter combat. His skills with a weapon make him a dangerous adversary to face, and he's also able to strike quickly and with deadly accuracy. Number 19. Hakao. Hakao is a powerful villain who is part of Darkseid's elite. He's a unique character with the ability to emit vast amounts of radiation and heat, making him a tough opponent for many heroes. One of Hakao's most powerful abilities is his ability to emit radiation. This radiation can be used to cause damage to his enemies and can even be used to feed on radiation to increase his size and power. However, absorbing too much energy can cause Hakao to die and his radiation to dissipate. It is unclear whether this overabsorption has to occur over a short period of time or not to have this effect. Hakao also possesses powerful blast power, which he can use to damage his abilities from a distance. This blast power can be enhanced by his radiation, making it even more deadly. In addition to his radiation and blast powers, he can create intense heat. This heat can be used to melt or destroy objects, making it a dangerous tool in battle. Hakao possesses superhuman strength, which allows him to overpower his enemies in close quarters combat. Number 20, Justeen, the member of Darkseid's elite with the ability to manipulate emotions. Justeen is the therapist from hell. She'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside before turning your emotions against you. Justeen is a powerful character with a range of divine powers. She's known for her incredible strength and skill in combat, as well as her immortality and longevity. Justeen is also a skilled weapon master, able to wield a variety of weapons with great skill and precision. Her mastery of weapons makes her even more dangerous in combat, as she's able to use her weapons to deal damage from a distance. Justeen is immortal and possesses incredible longevity, able to exist indefinitely without aging or degrading. This makes her a powerful force to be reckoned with, as she is able to continue fighting and grow stronger over the course of centuries. Number 21, Necromina. A former gravedigger of Apocalypse, Necromina was fascinated by death and the power it held. Her obsession with death led her to seek control over the cavern where the deceased old gods resided. Darkseid granted her this favor, but at a price. She was required to become one of the members of the elite. Darkseid brought Necromina to his science priests, who grafted the Mortis mark onto her hand. This gave her the power to raise and control the dead, as well as the ability to siphon life from living beings. With these abilities, Necromina became an important member of Darkseid's elite, and she proved herself in battle by felling Orion with a single blow, a ferocious beast in battle. Necromina also showed loyalty and respect to Darkseid, which earned her a reward, the cavern she had desired. It was in this cavern that Necromina witnessed the rebirth of an old god, further fueling her obsession with death and the power it held. Flight is one of Necromina's most valuable abilities. With the power of flight, she can move quickly and easily through the air, evading attacks and maneuvering around her enemies. This ability gives her a significant advantage in combat, allowing her to stay out of reach of her opponents and strike from unexpected angles. Necromancy is another key ability that sets Necromina apart. As a practitioner of necromancy, she has the power to communicate with and control the dead, giving her a significant advantage in battles that take place in graveyards or other areas where the dead are present. With her necromancy powers, Necromina can summon ghosts, skeletons, or other undead creatures to fight on her behalf, adding to her already formidable arsenal of abilities. In addition to these abilities, Necromina can also siphon the life force of living creatures, draining them of their energy and leaving them weakened and vulnerable. This ability makes her a dangerous opponent in combat, and she can quickly drain the strength of her enemies and use it to enhance her own powers. Necromina possesses the ability to teleport herself and others across great distances. This allows her to move quickly and efficiently, avoiding obstacles and evading pursuit. With her teleportation powers, Necromina can appear and disappear at will, making her a difficult target for her enemies to track and neutralize. Number 22, PYRON. PYRON is a member of the Deep Six, a team of superpowered beings from the DC Comics universe who serves as loyal soldiers of the villainous Darkseid. As a member of this elite team, PYRON possesses a variety of powerful abilities that make him a brutal warrior for any hero who dares to cross his path. One of PYRON's abilities is his super strength. With his immense physical power, PYRON can easily overpower most opponents in combat. His strength also allows him to lift and move heavy objects with ease, making him a valuable asset to the Deep Six in a variety of different situations. In addition to his physical strength, PYRON also possesses the ability to breathe underwater. This makes him well suited to aquatic environments, where he can operate effectively without the need for special equipment or assistance. It also allows him to surprise his enemies by attacking them from below, catching them off guard and giving him an advantage in battle. PYRON is also known for his use of a trident, which he wields with great skill and precision. The trident is a symbol of his status as a member of the Deep Six. He is imbued with his own unique abilities. PYRON can also use the trident to strike his enemies with lightning-fast blows, or to detect incoming attacks with ease. He can also channel his energy through the trident, creating powerful blasts of energy that can devastate his enemies. PYRON also has the ability to manipulate energy, allowing him to protect his blast of energy at his enemies or create protective shields around himself. This makes him a versatile fighter who can adapt to any situation that may arise. Number 23, JAFFAR. A member of the Deep Six, a group of warriors used by Darkseid to carry out acts of terror, JAFFAR is capable of godlike strength, agility, and senses, making him a powerful warrior. JAFFAR's claws are a formidable weapon, capable of slicing through almost any material. His genetic manipulation abilities allow him to alter the genetic makeup of others, giving him a powerful tool for manipulating his enemies. JAFFAR is also a skilled submariner, able to swim at incredible speeds and survive in depths of the ocean. His super sight and smell give him enhanced senses that allow him to detect and track his enemies from great distances. Number 24, Rip-Roar. Rip-Roar is a four-armed juggernaut from Apocalypse. Rip-Roar is known for his berserker strength. When he becomes enraged, his strength increases significantly, allowing him to overpower most opponents in combat. This ability makes him a tricky opponent to fight in close combat, and his enemies must be careful not to provoke him into a berserker rage. Rip-Roar is also known for his ability to control fire and ice. He can create and manipulate flames, using them to attack his enemies or to defend himself from incoming attacks. He can also freeze objects or create walls of ice, which he can then use to block incoming attacks or to trap his enemies. Rip-Roar is also invulnerable to most forms of physical damage. His tough skin and powerful muscles make him resistant to injury, allowing him to withstand even the most powerful attacks. Rip-Roar also possesses a power item, which he can use to enhance his abilities or to channel his energy. This item gives him an additional edge in combat, allowing him to unleash devastating attacks on his enemies. He can move quickly and easily, avoiding attacks and maneuvering around his enemies, while his immense physical strength allows him to lift more heavy objects with ease. Number 25, SHALIGO. A being known for his ability, SHALIGO is incredibly fast and nimble, able to move quickly and easily through any environment. This ability gives him a significant advantage in combat, allowing him to dodge attacks and maneuver around his opponents with ease. SHALIGO also possesses berserker strength, which allows him to increase his physical strength significantly when he becomes enraged. This ability makes him a dangerous opponent in close combat, as he can overpower most opponents with ease. SHALIGO has the ability to fly, which also makes him able to move quickly and easily through the air. SHALIGO has incredible stamina thanks to his alien physiology, which allows him to fight for long periods of time without tiring. This ability gives him an edge in battles that last for extended periods, allowing him to outlast his opponents and emerge victorious. SHALIGO also possesses super sight and super smell. He is also capable of super speed and super strength, making him the perfect soldier for both close combat and ranged attacks. Number 26, TROK. As a member of the Deep Six, he is one of the most powerful warriors in Darkseid's army. TROK possesses incredible agility, allowing him to move expertly through any terrain. As a submariner, TROK possesses the powers of the ocean, including the ability to breathe underwater, swim at incredible speeds, navigate even the most treacherous underwater environments easily, and communicate with marine life. These powers make him highly effective in aquatic environments, and he can use them to his advantage in battles that take place underwater. TROK also possesses super sight and super smell, which allow him to detect even the slightest movements or sense. He is also a skilled weapon master, able to use a range of weapons with deadly precision. Number 27, SLIG. As a member of the Deep Six, SLIG is one of the most powerful and feared warriors in Darkseid's army. SLIG possesses genetic manipulation capabilities, which allows him to mutate other living beings or disintegrate them with a mere touch. He can quickly neutralize his enemies before they have a chance to strike back. SLIG is also capable of regeneration, which allows him to undergo a process of rebirth in the event of serious injury. This process transfers his consciousness to a new body, allowing him to come back even stronger, more formidable than before. This ability makes him almost impossible to defeat permanently, as he can always come back from seemingly fatal injuries. As a member of the Deep Six, SLIG is a skilled fighter and strategist, able to take on even the most powerful opponents with ease. And number 28, Titan, the World Shaker. The massive and powerful member of Darkseid's elite, Titan is the giant who towers over everyone else. His strength and size and his sheer presence can intimidate even the bravest of heroes. Titan, the World Shaker, is a powerful character in the DC Comics universe, known for his incredible strength and his role in the first war between Apocalypse and New Genesis. As a soldier of Apocalypse, he serves under the command of Darkseid, and his loyalty to the ruler of Apocalypse was absolute. absolute. His super strength is immense even by the standards of the new gods. He is capable of lifting and moving massive objects with ease, and he can overpower most opponents in close combat. His enemies must be careful not to underestimate his strength. Titan also possesses a power item that enhances his already formidable abilities. Titan is a skilled fighter and strategist who is able to take on even the most powerful opponents with ease. Marvelous verdict. Darkseid's elite is a group of formidable villains with a rich history and a diverse roster of unique and powerful members. Their loyalty to Darkseid and their willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve their master's goals make them a powerful group of villains to be reckoned with in the DC universe. Though their battles with some of the greatest heroes of the DC universe, Darkseid's elite have cemented their status as iconic villains that have left a lasting impact on the comic book world. Their complex personalities and motivations have captured the imaginations of fans for decades, and their legacy continues to inspire new stories and adaptations. Whether you're a fan of the comics, the animated adaptations, or live-action movies, Darkseid's elite is a group of villains that cannot be overlooked. So if you liked our content, do not forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button on your way out. See you in the next video. Have a good one.